that insane intro you saw and the pieces here you see are created by someone named Beluga. Now he created the intro obviously, but the model for this insane Bakugan? Pokemon? Bakumon? And he was very kind enough to actually send it to me for testing. So I got to print it myself and kind of look at all the different pieces, which I'm showing on screen here now. I definitely printed way more than I needed, but it's okay because things always break. Resin's fragile. But I'm just looking at all the pieces here, kind of looking it over. As standard with every 3D printing video, what do? We go ahead and we get to painting. So,
to the salon!
And here are my parts painted. I got to use this really beautiful metallic blue. It's just, oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited to use that paint. It was a lot of fun. So I painted with a nice like electric metallic blue. I also did not paint the back here. I modeled everything off of this specific sprite of Mega Charizard X. So you can look at that there. This here, these flames, I decided to do an iridescent blue, which looks very, very similar to the metallic blue I used, and it doesn't really show up on camera, but there's like a hint, like a tinge of purple. Just a small tinge of purple. Maybe it'll show up better here in the flames. Not quite. That's okay. And then the light blue obviously is light blue paint, and then I actually dusted it with a bit of like chrome or like silver metallic paint just to give it more of a shine. I did have some like bubbling on the bottom of my like body pieces. I have no idea why. None of the other pieces did that, and it was just those. So for this Bakugan, we're actually going to be using Viper Helios of all things. So I found this one on eBay. He had a broken horn and a really messed up wing, but we're going to use him, hopefully put his soul into something better than his broken body. So here we are disassembling Viper Helios. Not too much to it, same process, just get the Bakugan taken apart. This Charizard is modeled, or at least based off of the body of Viper Helios. Now I will say, after everything's said and done, yeah, you need like one spring from Viper Helios, the neck piece, but pretty much anything else, it really doesn't matter. You can kind of put whatever you want there. Even the wings for mine didn't really work well. I had an issue with the wing later I'll get into, but I'll let this play out. You can kind of watch my working process, and I'll come back if there's anything significant to say. So here is the Bakugan all assembled, and as I was expecting, it looks good from ball form, but it does struggle to open up just a little bit. So here I am kind of just troubleshooting what might be going wrong, because I'm like, okay, what could be going on? Like I'm dropping it, nothing's working. And this is kind of where I get into that issue with the wings, because that wing opened okay, but that wing struggled, and it had to do with literally just the spring I used. So I ended up swapping the springs to get it to work. As you can see here, though, I'm still having some trouble, right? I'm still having trouble and nothing's popping. I'm like, why is it not popping? What's holding it back? And it ended up being the head that was causing majority of my problems. The wing was an issue, but I needed to sand down the back body part to get it a little bit better. And after a lot of tinkering, which it did take, especially with like a piece of the screw as well, I finally got him to actually work properly. So here's him with some of my like modifications. I sanded the body back there a lot. You can actually see some of the dust in the clip there. But there's the tail piece. There is that screw. I'll come back to that in a second. But here's the wing. It's finally fixed. The hands work. The hands actually move. And now here, is that foot. So if you notice here, I have like a piece carved out of the foot. Like there's like a hole in Charizard's foot here. And that's because I didn't have a flat screw for the foot. Like I just didn't have anything, and that how the model's made, like the bigger screw heads poke out some. So I didn't have much of a choice here. I pretty much had to use this screw. I didn't have any small flat screws. Maybe like a laptop screw would work. I did end up using sunglass screws for the feet. The feet have very, very, very tiny screws, and those from like sunglasses worked out very well. So that was what was suggested by the creator, and it did work out. So there you go, sunglass screws. But he's got horns and stuff as well. You can kind of see how he looks like Viper Helios, but you tuck the head in like that. The head has to go down just a little bit, and then the wings tuck in, and then of course the tail in the back, just like Viper Helios. You plug him in, and then you'll get to see him open properly for the first time. And boom. Awesome. God, it looks so good. It's so neat to see Pokemon and Bakugan get a crossover. Like, these were my two big things as a childhood. As someone who's such a big fan of Pokemon, seeing it come to Bakugan is just, it's really, really cool. So Beluga here did a fantastic job just making it awesome design. It looks really good. If you're interested in getting one, you'll need to reach out to him. I'll put his Instagram in the description of the video. As a huge thank you for letting me test the model out and everything. So you can take a look there. Yeah, you can check him out. You have to send him a message and probably get into the queue for making them. But we'll see him open one more time. Let's go ahead and close him. He closes so well. And then we'll drop him one more time to get another open. Figured I'd test a roll out here too. It's the first time I'm rolling him, and yep, he rolls very well. Opens great. Functions just as intended as a Bakugan should. Or is this a Pokemon? Just messing. It's a Bakumon, I guess. And then, of course, here are your Glamour shots. So here is Charizard X, Mega Charizard X in ball form. As you can see here, kind of how the wings hide the feet there is pretty neat. Got that lovely blue on the tail. Really happy, really proud with how that color came out. And then, of course, here you're going to have your complete open form. Such a lovely color I did on that blue. I'm really proud of that. He does need a little cleanup still, I will admit. It was my first paint, first assembly, so there's always some room for improvement. I'll definitely probably revisit this project at a later date. I just don't have a ton of time now, and I do really want to clean him up and, you know, perfect him. But for a first run, like first attempt, I'm really proud of it. And then of course here you have like a Glamour shot roll. Not that that was very glamorous or anything, but I just wanted to show that he does still open, and do another one right here as well. Bam. He does open very good. I'm very proud of that. And then I was really debating as to where I should put this Charizard. I was like, I don't know, like where would he belong on the display? And then I remembered someone named Isaac on Etsy had created a different designed Charizard and actually sent me one as a gift. And so I thought, what better place to put Mega Charizard X than next to my other Bakumon, my other Pokemon Bakugan, which is this Charizard. And so he gave me these custom cards. I never really had an opportunity to showcase it in a video, but now that it's here, it looks so good, and I'm glad I'm able to actually put it in a video now. So huge shout out to Isaac. I really appreciate you sending me this. I know it's been a little while, but had to feature it, especially when Charizard's in the theme. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, and let me know, what's your favorite Pokemon? Leave that down below in the comments. My name's Jesse, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.